This is a Fox 12 Oregon special report.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Portland Timbers Victory Parade. You're taking a live look right now from Air 12 down at Southwest Broadway. This is where the Timbers are celebrating with the people of Portland today. A parade making its way through the city as the Portland Timbers celebrate their MLS Cup victory. We have live team coverage for you today, and in case you're perhaps thinking about heading down there at the last minute as we await the parade to get started, why don't we show you a map of the route right now so that you can get an idea as to where this is going to start and where it's going to end. It's all happening on Southwest Broadway, starting at Stark, and then the team and the players, the coaches will make their way. The parade route will go right past Pioneer Courthouse Square and finish at Southwest Madison. As I mentioned, we have you covered from the air with Air 12. We also have crews on the ground. Fox 12's Nick Krupke is standing by. And Nick, I just keep thinking to myself, who would have thought of this 10 games ago? The turnaround, just incredible, and so much to celebrate today.
No question about it. Of course, 9 straight unbeaten matches to go in there and then dominate Columbus like they did with 1 shot on goal in the MLS Cup final. And of course, right on cue, let it rain, let it pour, right? Just dropping from the sky. That's how we like it around here. But yeah, for this team to play the way that they have, my goodness, I mean, we talked about them being below the red line, the playoff line 2 months ago to maybe not even make it. And if they did make it, to be a one and done, and then to have the run that they did, wild. Kevin, come out here on the street here. The streets are shut down. We're on Broadway and Stark. They're about to begin. The police have rolled up on their bikes and motorcycles. Fans have slowly streamed out their lunch breaks, cutting class, cutting work all together. We'll see what it might be. I'm going to introduce you here to Doug from Newburgh. And Doug from Newburgh has been a fan since 1975, a retired carpenter. You remember back in the NASL days when this club went to the Soccer Bowl, lost that one 2-0. The feeling now to be a champion of the league for the first time in 40 years, first time ever, is what for you longtime fans?
Well, Portland, if there's anything that can make this city better, it's an MLS Cup, and we got it. So, I'm just so proud.
Yeah, so 8 blocks of the parade. You're a retired guy. You're coming regardless. But how about this feat? I mean, as far as you look down the street, you see the green and gold being sported. So proud.
Yeah, I just never dreamed it'd be this, but I'm not surprised.
Not surprised at all. MLS Cup champions for the Portland Timbers. Doug, appreciate it. Congratulations. So the parade is still about to get underway. We got the Air 12 up above our sky. People up in the, there's some windows in this office building here. Kevin, you want to look over there? People up in the office building. We're peeking out into the street. Police telling people to move back. They can't contain themselves. They want to see where they're going. So, Pete, it's a scene as we thought it would, and now we see the trucks are beginning down the road here. It looks like the parade is about to begin.
Yeah, you just know it's going to get louder and louder. And Nick, it might be difficult for you to hear me, but, Caleb Porter said that he had a vision for this, that he wanted to do this for the fans of Portland. And the fans deserve this. I mean, our fans, even in Columbus, were louder than the home team there. And you know that the team has a sense of pride, being able to celebrate, being able to bring that cup home to the city of Portland today.
No question about it. I mean, you take all the criticism these guys were taking, like we said, 2-3 months ago with GM Gavin Wilkinson, with the owner Merritt Paulson. What's he doing, of course, with all that money, and maybe making the wrong coaching change again with Caleb Porter. Those guys, so much talent last year, didn't even make the playoffs after making the Western Conference Finals a year prior in year 1 under Caleb. And here we are, year 3, a conviction. He did change the way they played. It all changed when, of course, Will Johnson was done for the rest of the year, and moving Nagby around, tactical changes there, and defensively, the signings, of course, the last 2 years of Liam Ridgewell and Nat Borchers were huge, as the Timbers a couple of years ago couldn't defend, and earlier this season they couldn't finish, and they all came together. It looks like we're coming down on, of course, a log truck is where the parade is going to start behind the police escort in front. A couple of, looks like Western Star semi-trucks, like the one that took the log all the way to Columbus last week for Timber Joey. I'm not sure what you guys can quite see yet, but the team is on a flatbed on the back of one of these semi-trucks here.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like there's also some guys maybe on a fire truck behind them.
We're catching a glimpse of them now, Nick.
This is real stuff. Not often this has happened, right? 1977, the Blazers. 2013, the Portland Thorns win the NWSL. They had a little rally at Providence Park. But this is a big deal. You know, somebody told us yesterday at the airport that soccer unites, and if you're a fan or not, it's big for the region, it's big for the state, it's big for the city, and it's big for all these fans who, Pete, you mentioned it, that have been through thick and thin. And you know, earlier this year was about same as it ever was, right below that red line. Well, not anymore. They are the champs of the league and of the nation.
And I think that theme is what makes this victory so sweet. The fact that they were able to come back, you know, from so many people doubting them. And there we see our first glimpse there of Coach Porter, the teammates a lot of them taking pictures of the fans. They did this for the fans. They said that over and over again. Caleb Porter, before the MLS Cup, saying that he had a vision. He had a vision of this very day, being able to bring the cup back. And let's listen in right now.
Cheers from Liam Ridgewell and Nat. We got selfies. We got red Solo cups, and then of course the big cup with Diego Valeri with a GoPro on his head. There's Diego charring his gloves. This is beautiful. We got a fire truck. Of course, the firemen in the back are wearing a scarf with numerous police vehicles behind them. Kev, let's keep following here. This is what you call live TV, and see how this thing is going to play out. You see some fans giving high fives to the guys in the back of the truck here.
You go, Nick, and we'll follow you. You probably can't hear me. But they're on the right.
Oh, the truck is bouncing.
Nice.
This is a scene. Everybody's on their cell phones, not watching where they're walking. But the roads are closed, so we're all right with that, I guess. Let's just listen in for a bit. I'm not sure how many hours of sleep these guys have really had. I know that we talked to Caleb Porter at the airport yesterday, and he said about 4. I'm sure for the players, maybe some of that was even less than that. And just the appearance they had back at PDX, they closed down the upper ramp of the departures last night. That was special with a couple hundred people. This looks to be well over a couple hundred from what we've seen walking down the full 8 blocks to now walk back. They're pushing at a pretty good pace. These folks are getting real close. Let's try to catch Kevin, the photographer, here, and just get the relish this moment with these folks here. I'm having a chance to spot with these guys. Now we have a parade behind the parade here with the fans. Let's try to stop one here, Kev. Can we grab it real quick, man?
What's that?
Skipping out of work today, or what's the deal to be out in a situation like this?
I love that I work from home, and this is great. I was there. My voice is gone. It's amazing.
To make that travel, what makes you such a supporter of this club for so many years to see this finally come through to the end?
We're not flashy. We're a team. Our coach is humble. Our players are humble. That matters to the city. It's awesome.
How about just, 2 months ago in the season, we were talking about would this club even make the playoffs? To be at this moment is what?
It's probably why I still have a beard. I made a beard bet. It was a bad one. Now I got to trim it off just like Borchers.
There you go.
We deserve it.
Thank you. Walking, chanting, you expect no different. Let's listen in. You got your child in tow with you. How do you support this moment here, being a mom?
Oh, it's just a great family environment. Everybody's awesome, and we love our Timbers.
How old's the baby?
She's 8 months.
8 months old. So 8 months ago, what was the outlook for this Portland Timbers team in your eyes?
It was not pretty.
No.
That's for sure, man. They just came out and they killed it this year. Postseason was amazing.
Now, did you travel to Columbus?
We did.
That moment for you guys to gather so far for this team is what?
Oh, man, it just meant, you only get one opportunity to do this the first time, and I'm just so glad my husband talked us into it.
Yeah, spend that money. Merry Christmas early, right?
That's right.
All right, no question. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pete, it's fun. We're lost in the sea. I think I see Kevin, the photographer. Here we go. We're somewhere there. See, there was a lady with a baby in the parade. People selling vuvuzelas here as well on the walk.
I love it. I love it.
Bottles on the floor. It doesn't really matter to anybody.
Nick, the sound itself tells the story. The chants, the Army, Portlanders of all ages.
I don't know how many, professional parades, you watch and, you see like an NFL parade or, like we saw in Seattle, 700,000 folks a couple years ago when the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. I don't know that you see parades coming through behind the parade, and that's what we're doing here with members of the Timbers Army, the supporters from a long time. We got some bubbles raining down from a building above here. Kev, you can take a look at that. It looks like snow. It's not ticker tape, but it adds atmosphere. Folks in the opening windows above their businesses, their apartments, to look outside and look down on what this is, because this isn't something that happens all the time, of course. The Blazers last had a parade in the city back in the summer of '77. A lot of folks remember that. Some don't, but this is certainly a moment to remember, Pete.
Certainly is, and it's only appropriate that there is a parade behind the parade, if you will, because the fans are as much a part of this victory as the team in many, many ways. Speaking of which, let's get to Jamie Wilson. She's down along the parade route. Jamie, I don't know if you can hear me, but what a party.
I can, Nick. Yeah, it's getting crazy down here. We're on Broadway right across from Pioneer Courthouse Square, and the big semi with the team on it is approaching us right now, and you can just hear all the fans, and they are loving this. And in typical Portland fashion, we're welcoming the team home with wind and rain, and I believe this is Timber Joey right here. Hi, Joe. Joey, how are you doing? How does it feel?
Not much of a voice, but it feels amazing.
Awesome. And he's got his chainsaw back, ladies and gentlemen. They wouldn't let him bring it inside the stadium in Columbus. So now he is back with his chainsaw in hand and feeling at home. And take a look. Here comes the team. What a moment. You know, even though there were so many Portland fans in Columbus, this is what they've been waiting for, to bring this back home to the hometown crowd. And it is just so exciting. Jack! What does this feel like?
Incredible. We love this.
How you feeling, guys?
Unbelievable.
What a moment for these guys. Just incredible. It's been a whirlwind few days for them and all these fans, especially for the fans who traveled to Columbus with them and brought this spirit all the way out to the MLS Cup finals and finally bringing home that trophy. What a moment. Look, we've got people, I don't know if these people have jobs, but they're certainly taking a break. And the city is taking a pause to honor their favorite team here in the Rose City. Take a look at this crowd filling in behind the semi-truck now. Just listen to these chants. Pretty incredible. And Devin, if you can look up at the windows up there. People hanging out the windows watching this parade. Pretty incredible. And it's weird. It seems like the rain just kind of stopped as the players arrived. Or at least lessened. So just an incredible crowd. Thousands of people out here. And hopefully tonight we'll see them also go to Providence Park, where there is a rally and a party to celebrate the big win, and everyone's invited to come. Doors open at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock tonight at Providence Park. So you can see behind us, it's now a fan parade. Now a fan parade. Check it out. Got a Borchers face right there. You got little kids braving the rain. Future Timbers fanatic right there. People from the Army. Just an amazing scene right here. And Nick, I'm going to send it back to you. Are things still crazy down there?
Equally as crazy. Everybody wants some hugs.